Hello friends, welcome to today's session. So here we will be discussing a program to find the area of a triangle given three sides. Okay, so what is a triangle usually? Triangle is any shape which is having three sides. There are different kinds of triangles. But how do we find the area of a triangle? When we want to find the area of a particular triangle, we will be requiring the values of three sides. Once we know the values of three sides, we can calculate how much area is this triangle having. Now, let the three sides of a triangle be A, B, C. Let us denote them as A, B and C. Okay, and then we have to find out a value that is S. Value of S is nothing but the sum of all the three sides divided by 2. A plus B plus C by 2. Once I get the value of S, then using the formulae for triangle, area is equal to whole square root of S multiplied by S minus A, S minus B and S minus C. So this is the general formulae for finding area of a triangle, where the value of S is nothing but the sum of all the three sides divided by 2. So this is applicable for any kind of triangle. It doesn't matter. Only when you know the sides of the triangle, it is very easy to find the area. Now, sometimes in your exam paper, they may give the formulae to find area as well as the equation of S. But if they don't give the value of this area and S, then it is your responsibility to remember the area of triangle. It can be area of circle, rectangle, square, anything can be asked. It is simpler to remember the area of square or rectangle or a circle. Okay, so remember area of triangle. Now let's see how we can write a program for this problem in C programming language. First, you need to understand what is my problem and then what kind of solution we can approach. First thing we know, we have to find the area of triangle. What are the input values we have to get? We have to get input values from the user about the sides. What are the values of side? Once I know the values of side, it is very easy to find out the area of triangle. Simply apply this formula. Let us proceed to writing our program. First thing, whenever input and output operations are there for a program, then we have to include the standard library function. For that reason, let us start our program by hash include stdio.h. So this is a standard input output header file. Why we require this? Because if I want to perform input and output operations using the C program, I have to make use of this library function. Next thing we have is, since we are making use of calculations that involves mathematics, so let me include one more library function, that is hash include math.h. So this math.h will be having certain formulas built in. For example, now can you see here we are making use of square root function. Okay, so you cannot use this kind of symbol from your keyboard. Then what we can do is, instead of using this symbol, we are simply making use of SQRT. If I use SQRT any number I say SQRT x, then directly I will get the answer. Suppose if I say SQRT 4, what is the value of square root of 4? This is nothing but square root of 4, that is 2. So simply to make use of SQRT, I have to include the math.h library. So clear with these two library functions. One, we have used standard input output and then we have used math. Next, let us jump on to using our main function, because main function is the function from where the execution of our C program will begin. So we will simply write main For any functions, we always make use of this round brackets. So main is a function, we are using round brackets. Now open the flower bracket. Whatever the body of this main function will be there, that will be within this opening and closing bracket of a flower. First, let us start with declaring our variables. So what all variables do I require for my program? So I will be requiring 5 variables. First, I require A, B, C. These are the 3 sides. So I have denoted them by A, B and C. Then I require the value of S to be found. So S also I will declare here. And then I want to find area also I will declare here. So these are what? These are declaration of variables. Very first step we have to do when we are writing a program. Declare what all variables you are using. Suppose sometimes when you are writing program, that time you are making use of some variables, then what you can do, simply you can just add it in this line, or in that line itself you can mention the variable by declaring the data type. Now what is the data type of these variables? I am declaring it as integer to keep it simple. Now next I will make use of a line CLR SCR. Okay, so this is nothing but clear screen function. Clear screen function is used to clear the output screen. See, you are having suppose this output screen and some previous program you have written, that output will be displayed. If you just run this program, then the output of the previous program will be as it is. If you don't want that output of previous program, then you have to make use of clear screen function. Now what we will do is, we will take the input values from the user. Okay. So let me just print a statement, enter the values of ABC. I want the values of ABC. Okay. So simply I will write printf statement. Why we are making use of printf? This is just a writing function. Whatever we write within this printf is printed as it is on the output screen. So here I will just mention enter the values of A, B and C. Okay, this is what I am giving. So this will be printed on the output screen as it is. After this, I will just make use of a \n, close the double quotation, close the round brackets, give a semicolon. Why are we making use of semicolon? So that it shows the end of a particular statement. Now what is this \n? \n is called as a new line feed. That means a new line is inserted. After printing enter the values of ABC, what will happen? It will switch to next line. Otherwise what will happen? In same line everything will go on printing. For example, after this again if I give some other printf statement like area is, then what will happen? After this line again area is will be continued in the same line. I don't want that. That is why I am making use of a new line character. So what will happen? After printing this line, the code will go to the printing of next line. Now once this line is printed on the screen, what the user will do? The user will give me 3 values, that is A, B and C. For that I will make use of a scanf function. What will scanf function do? This function will do the reading part. It will read what the values user has given. So simply in scanf use double quotations. How many values are there? 3 values. What kind of values? They are integer values. So they are called as decimal integers. So I use %d and one more %d. Close the double quotations, give a semicolon. So these 3 values represent A, B and C. Now I have to mention and A and B and C. So this and A represents the address of the value A. B represents address of B, address of C. So these are the addresses. Okay. So why are we taking the addresses? Because this address will represent the value. Whatever is stored in the address A will represent this. Now for your clear understanding, see, whenever I declare integer A, what will happen? in my computer memory. Okay, a is a variable which is created. It will occupy one space. Okay, so basically a will have a particular address. Now suppose this address is 4539. The address of this a is 4539. Now once I created a space is allocated and only the address is known. Still the value is not inputted here. Value will be inputted by the user later. For example, I will give value 10, then it will come and store here. Okay, so whenever I am reading, so what I will do, if I want to read a, first I will go to the address of a and then I will find the value. Similarly, in this scanf statement also what will happen, from the address it is fetching the values. The computer will read in this way. Okay, so a, whatever the value is stored in a will be read and fetched here. Whatever the value is stored in b will fetch here. Whatever is stored in c will get fetched here. So this is how the assignments take place, from right to left. Clear? So this is the basic idea why we are making use of this AND statements. Because if you want to find your friend, you will go to his house and find your friend, or first you will find your friend and then his house. What will you do? Best example, no? Your friend will be in house, okay? So how do you find your friend? First you find the address and then you will find your friend. Similarly, my computer also what it will do, first it will find the address and then what value is stored in that address. That is how the programming works. Now let us compute the value of yes. So simply I will write yes is equal to, what is the formula? A plus B plus C. Close the bracket, give a slash symbol, divide by 2. This is how we write in single line. Okay, next what we will do is we want to find the area. So area is nothing but simply use sqrt function. Sqrt of, be careful with the brackets. So I will write yes multiplied by s minus a, again multiplied by s minus b, multiplied by s minus c. So be careful with the brackets. Here there is one opening, closing brackets, okay, and these are individually opened and closed. Always be careful with the brackets. If you miss the bracket, then definitely the program will throw an error. And whenever you are writing multiplication, simply you cannot skip this. Okay, when you are writing generally, the meaning of this is they are multiplied. Okay, but here in computer language you have to make use of a star mark to tell them that it is a multiplication operation. Now once this is done, my area is calculated. Okay, so whatever is the value calculated here is stored in this area. So what is my next job? My next job is to tell the user of the computer that whatever the calculation is done, what is the area. Okay, for that purpose again let us write a print statement. Now I have to print the value of this area. So printf, again within double quotations, let me just write area of triangle is equal to, again I will mention here percentage %d. Close the double quotations, give a comma and then write area. So now close the flower bracket, and this completes your simple program to find the area of a triangle. Hope you have understood this program. I have tried to explain in the most simplest manner. Please try to write this and also try to analyze each and every line of the program. If you have any doubts, then please feel free to let me know in the comment section, or you can mail me to my email ID. Also, if you are going to your lab, going to execute your lab programs in computers or in your laptops, then please run this program and see. If you have any doubts, let me know. Thank you so much, friends.